Let me see here. All right. Let's see. Okay. Is this working? I don't think this is working. This is definitely not working. Fucking goddamn it. Oh my god. How the fuck does this work, man? Oh, fucking goddamn it. Oh, maybe it is going live. Oh shit. Okay, I see people here. Yeah. Guitar shifts. Welcome to the first ever live stream I've done on YouTube. At first, I didn't think anyone was here because I think I fucked up the setup process. But maybe I didn't fuck it up. And yeah, I was just like swearing to myself. And I'm looking over here because I'm trying to make sure that this is actually working. But I do see some people rolling in. But I have no idea how many people are here, which is kind of not ideal. I think there's like a delay between the amount of people that I'm seeing. Yeah, whatever. Streaming software, dude. It's like not ideal. But anyway, okay, cool. So let me see. Maybe I can open this on YouTube. Bear with me, guys. I've never actually gone live on YouTube, so this is a bit of a shit show at the moment. Let me see here. Meanwhile, you guys can talk some shit in the chat. What have you guys been practicing? Anything? Nothing? Everything? Okay, I found myself on YouTube here. All right, so you guys want to see something like super cool? Check this out. It's actually not that cool. All right. Bang. We got the guitar cam ready to go. Hell yeah. Okay. Which was actually not really that cool. But, whoa, now I'm sharing my screen. Very cool, huh? So I can now see that I am in fact live. And there's only 19 people here. Oh man, that's like, we got to get some more people here. But anyway, yeah, so that's cool. I can expand the guitar back. Very cool. And the guitar is on. Got the... I thought I was on the neck pickup there. But anyway, okay, so guitar is functioning, right? Let me know in the chat if it's not. I believe that it is. You guys have been... Okay, I'm just reading the comments. Man, this comment window is so small. Let me make it a bit bigger. Didn't know you are red. Yes. Well, what can I say? It's late where I live right now. So, you know, I got the fucking red light set up because it's a low temperature. It's good if you're like gonna go to sleep soon. And yeah, I got the blue light blockers. These are not sunglasses, if anyone was wondering. But I probably won't put them on just yet because people rolling in are going to be like, who the fuck is that guy? They're not even going to know it's me. Okay. And you guys can hear the guitar, I assume. Yeah, you can hear the guitar. I don't see any comments saying that you guys can hear the guitar. It's making me concerned that you don't actually hear it. You helped me with guitar so much. Thank you so much. Yes, no worries. I'm very happy to hear that I have had a positive influence. Okay, guys, can you hear my guitar? Okay, finally. Okay, I see it. I think there's like a delay between, well, there's fucking 100% a delay between. So I hear it like instantly, and I think I'm seeing your comments or like what you're saying in the chat like at a slight delay. All right, I see it. I saw someone said I could turn up a little. So yeah, like I said, bear with me, guys. I'm going through this fucking pain in the ass of actually making sure that the audio is all dialed in. So obviously you can hear my voice. Obviously you can hear the guitar. Was the guitar too quiet? Is it good now? I turned it up slightly. Right? So if that guitar is too loud, oh, more guitar, I can turn it up a little bit, yeah? Let me see here. I just don't want it to clip. I got some juice though, so I'll bring it up a little bit. Just bring up my master volume. And you know what's so fucking cool is like, I'm so proud of myself for setting all this up. You can see my screen, yeah? I literally bought this streaming software today, and for the past like 4 hours, I've been figuring it out. Wow, I just voice cracked. Anyway, yeah, so I'll bring the guitar volume up a little bit. We should be able to hear me. Actually, I think this is going to increase the volume of everything. So maybe I won't fuck with the master. Maybe I'll just bring up the guitar individually. Okay, cool. How's that sounding? Is that sounding better? Sounding louder? I can always continue to adjust. Let me see here. Wait, is this your first stream? Yeah, it actually is. I've never done a live stream before on YouTube. I actually do live streams all the time with my students over Zoom. It's a lot better because it's over Zoom, so we can just talk. I don't have to like wait for a chat. But yeah, okay. So anyway, let me know how the guitar audio is. Am I still on the Pliny preset? Yes, sir. Great tone. Thank you, Jake Doe. All right, I'm assuming that okay, Frank says it sounds good. It sounds like the audio levels are good. So I am very happy about this. And let's check the audio of some backing tracks here. Let me see. Got a bunch of backing tracks actually, because we actually produce backing tracks every week. So I got definitely got a lot of backing tracks. So let me see. I'm gonna find this chat so I can see what you guys are saying. Put that in a spot, keep it there. And let's see. I've got so many different angles, guys. Like, check this out. Oh, you want to see something else? Actually, people probably won't care as much about this, but I think it's pretty cool. Check this. Oh, you see that? Breaking. I mean, I've already talked a lot about what that message says. If you've been paying attention, you probably already know what that message is going to say. Just about 52-week guitar player. We're giving it away for free if you can meet a couple conditions, which is posting a progress video every week for a year and also engaging in the student community every day for a year. Anyway, we can talk more about that later if you guys are interested. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to keep going through these. So I've got this angle so we can see my face and also the guitar. Also, we got this one. We can see my digital audio workstation. Got this one, this camera over here. This camera is like my worst camera. It kind of sucks. So I'm not really using that one. Then we got this angle. Then we get just the guitar cam. And we got the fucking guitar and screen. So maybe what I'll do here is I'll hit you guys with some tasty licks, and we'll see how that goes. Actually, before I do that, which setup do you like the best? Because if I'm going to be playing some guitar, I'm assuming that you would like to see the neck, right? Or would you prefer to see my screen? Like, this is the track that I'm improvising over. Or we could do like actually, we're not going to do this one. This one's too boring. We could do just guitar. But I think this one will probably be the best. And another thing is I want to just test the audio. So tell me how the audio sounds against the guitar, like of the backing tracks here. Okay, then we're getting into the good part there. But before I keep going, I just want to make sure that the levels are good, which they aren't. The guitar is too loud. Okay, all right, I will turn the guitar down. You guys were telling me that it was too quiet, and now it's too loud. So we gotta balance this shit out. And then the backing track, turn the backing track up. Okay, gonna do that. All right. I made some adjustments. Let's see again. Let's try again now. Ooh, I'm getting into it, guitar chefs. I'm having a good time. But before I keep going, I gotta know how the levels are. How does the track sound against the guitar? Is it a good volume? Or do I need to adjust the level of the guitar, bring it down a little bit? Do I need to bring the backing track up? Just let me know. Whoops. All right. Let me see here. Good volume. Okay. Excellent. One person. Music girl. You've got to be like the only girl in my audience. My analytics are like, most of the people that watch me are dudes. Backing track a little bit louder. Okay. I'll bring it up a little bit. I mean, everything sounds great to me. It sounds great on my end. But somebody said just right. So, yeah, I think we're starting to get a little bit picky. I'm seeing backing track a little higher. We're probably mostly okay. Some people saying that it's okay. So anyway, all right. Well, anyway, let's keep going then. All right. What do you guys think? Sounding good? Guitar playing sounding good? Backing track sounding good? What do you guys think of that track so far? Sounds like Linkin Park. I saw someone write in the chat. Okay. Anyway, check this out. All right, we'll go back to this cam. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see. So this is this track. How long is this? I probably will not play the entire track. I'll move on to a new one at some point. This one's kind of long. It's about 5 minutes, but it's a fun one. I do enjoy this one quite a bit. So there will definitely be some fun here. Okay. All right. That track was called Car Thieves. What do we think of that? I'm going to grab some Gatorade. Guys, I don't know if you've ever had this shit. Let me give you some more light here. Wow, this is making my hands like really fucking wet, actually. This is amazing. Not sponsored. But man, like it's really wet because I had it in the freezer. And now my hands are like soaked. So that's a bit of a pain. I'll even show you how my hands are soaked because I can do that. I have the technology. Oh, whoops, what the fuck? Sorry. Yeah. Let's see, can you see that? I mean, who really gives a shit? My hands are wet. It's not really that exciting for news. Okay. Cool. What was that next tune that was about to come on? Oh my God, where the fuck am I? In my DAW. There are so many, like... Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. There are so many tracks in this DAW. It's like crazy. So I will share that. Oh, here we go. Yeah. These are actually all backing tracks. Normally, when you look in a DAW, it doesn't look like this. But it's just because I don't use this for composing or writing music. I use it for playing and practicing backing tracks, at least this specific project. So, yeah, anyway. Probably not the most interesting thing ever. But, yeah, all right. I'm going to catch myself up in the chat here, give you guys a little bit more light on my face because I would hate for you to not be able to see my face because it's looking good, you know, per usual. All right, so let me see. Catching myself up in the chat here. Got some, give me a fucking cigarette. Yeah, well, I'm afraid I will not be able to deliver on that. In fact, sir, I would say to you to get off the cigarettes. Should we always focus on chord tones when improvising? Yes. Yes, you should. The track you were just about to play sounded like Message in a Bottle. Yeah, that was, it was not Message in a Bottle, but I can see the connection there as to why someone might think that. But yeah, what are you guys practicing lately? Are you guys practicing anything? Or are you just on cigarettes? What have you been working on? Guns N' Roses. Nice. Guns N' Roses is cool. What? Okay. What is your opinion about jerking off? You know, some people might not address questions like that because, I mean, it's like a really stupid fucking question. But I will address it just because it's also kind of funny, I guess. I mean, it's just like so unhinged. I don't know, dude. Like, there's definitely better uses of your time, you know? So, I mean, we've all done it, obviously. I mean, come on. But, yeah, not the best use of your time. There are definitely other things. Everything is best done in moderation. I heard advice from Bernth that your practice sessions sound sloppy because if they sound too clean, then it means you aren't pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I mean, that's solid advice. If you don't step out of your comfort zone and push yourself, obviously you're not going to improve. Okay. see what you guys are practicing now. Yeah, there's definitely like a fucking 30-second delay between when you guys say something and when I actually see it. It's actually crazy. Because I'm just seeing people now like talking about their practice sessions. I'm going to do something so crazy so I can see the see things a little bit better here. So check this out. I'm going to open up my own live stream, and if this like does crazy things to the audio, well, probably. I'm going to do something so crazy. Yeah, it did do crazy things to the audio. But at least now maybe I can see the chat in real time instead of like 30 seconds, like with a delay of 30 seconds. Yeah, okay, look at the chat. There we go. So type something like now. Like someone say something, because I want to see like how much of a delay there is between my app that I'm using and then the chat itself. Someone type something. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so I just saw it. Oh, maybe it's not actually delayed. I think you guys are probably just like slow typers or something. You guys had me thinking that it was like this massive delay. Whoa, what are these things? I see like, you guys see that? Noel, you got a crown. Congratulations. Zerum, official. Hey, congratulations. You also have a crown thing. I did not assign those to anybody. So I don't know where the fuck that came from. But nice work. All right. Is it wrong to improvise without chord tones? No, it's not wrong. It's just, it's a flavor. You know what I mean? Like if you don't use chord tones, it's going to create a specific sound. I don't think that it would sound as good, but I mean, you're free to improvise however you want. But I feel like asking that question, I feel like you only asked that question because you can't improvise with chord tones and you want some sort of permission. So anyway, I would say be able to improvise with chord tones. That's definitely something you should practice. And then make the decision to use it. Like whether or not you use it is up to you. But if you cannot do it, then obviously that's a problem. Okay. Anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and get down to let's put another track on. You guys want to hear another track? I actually didn't mean to go for the full 5 minutes. I think I don't remember how long that track was. I think it was around 5 minutes, but there were some really cool moments, I think, in that track. But then there were some, I think it actually was too long. Like if I'm going to critique myself, I think that I hit the climax in my solo earlier, like maybe about 3 minutes in. And then after that, it just like I should have like cooled down a bit faster and just ended. That's my own critique to myself. Okay. Let's go ahead and move into another one here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back on me. Oh, that's not really quite what I meant to do. There we go. All right, so before I get into the next track, just gonna do a quick promo. Guys, it is what it is, you know. We give promos these days. Gotta fucking make money, right? So I just want to mention that 52-week guitar player, we are open still, right? But we will be closing on the 30th, right? So that's that green message that you see above my head there. We are going to close on the 30th. We're doing something really crazy that we've never done before. And that is we're giving away the program for free if you can post a progress video in the group every week for 52 weeks in a row. And if you can engage in the community at least 10 times a day for the whole year. All right. So those are the conditions. But if you can meet both of those conditions, then I will give you your money back at the end of the year. And I'll just show you very quickly here you know, what you can expect in the program. So let me see. Whoops, that's not the right setup. There we go. Okay. So yeah, like we've got the community here. So like all these people are posting progress videos. This was actually posted 11 minutes ago. If I filter this, I can filter by new. We've got a pretty active community here. You know, this was 11 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, 55 minutes ago, 56 minutes ago, 59. So like very active, like lots of people posting in the group here. 3 hours ago. I mean, with most guitar courses out there, I don't really see 52-week guitar player as a course. I see it as a program. But anyway, there's a lot of guitar courses out there that will have like a community, and it's usually just like a ghost town and there's no one that's actually active. But if I like, I'm just scrolling through this, like all of these posts were made in the last 8 hours, like, and there's 30 per page, right? So there are 30 posts made within just the last 8 hours. So it goes to show that this is a very active community, and all these people are posting progress videos, right? And a lot of people feel nervous to do that. But when you see all of these people actually sharing progress videos, you actually become the weird one if you're not, right? So it's like, bro, you gotta step out of your comfort zone, post some progress videos, right? Anyway, so yeah, good community here. Oh, sorry, I think my audio just slightly cut out there. Anyway, we'll talk more about that later or throughout the stream. So let's go. We actually also have a backing track library. The backing tracks that I've been playing, well, I only played over one so far this stream. I'm about to play another one, but we share backing tracks every week in the group, right? We get the backing track videos. I'll actually show you the one that I just played. It's called Car Thieves. It's a very, very hard track per our difficulty score. But so we've got the video up here. We also have the PDF to download and the audio to download. But yeah, we got the video following along the chords, right? Anyway, I'm not going to go through that whole one again because we already did that one. But let's move on to the... Sorry, I was just looking at the chat here. Play Arctic Monkey. And then another person said, can you play Holiday by Green Day? Of course. Who didn't go through a fucking Green Day phase? Although I don't really remember what key it's in, but I do remember the chord progression. Anyway, okay. Let's see what else we got here for tracks. Okay. This one's a little different. This one's like... This one's a bit of a different vibe. So I think that could be a good thing because it just played kind of like a rock track here. This one's a little bit different. I can actually change my tone, maybe get something a little bit more airy. What about this? What do we think of that tone? It's funny when I glance over to the chat and I see someone with the username ass. You guys are very creative with your usernames. But anyway, yeah. So let's hear this. How it sounds against the track, because this what's the volume? This is a different plugin. It's not the same. It's not going to sound the same in terms of volume. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Fucking hell. There we go. I got so many fucking presets. But yeah, this is the track. It's pretty nice. That was just a quick sound check, actually, for me, and I think the guitar is actually a bit too loud. I don't know what you guys think. You can let me know in the chat how the levels were there. But I was actually holding back a little. I wasn't attacking too hard because I could tell if I attack with any more force, then this is going to be really loud. I think that was a little better. The guitar is a little too loud for the track. Yeah, I decreased the guitar just now, so it should be a bit better now. But yeah, okay. Enough talking. Less talking, more playing. Whoever told me to turn it up before was on cigarettes. Yeah, well, probably. All right, here we go. How long is this one, by the way? Probably not going to go for the whole length of this track because it's this one's about 6 minutes. So yeah, we're not going to do the whole thing. But let's play some G minor. Guitar shifts. I hope you enjoyed the 52-week guitar player. I heard my own voice. Yeah, that was a pre-recorded ending there that I heard. That was my voice. But yeah, cool. Okay. I say that I don't intend on going for the whole tune, but I mean, man, like some of the tunes, like they just sound really nice and I don't want to stop. And then before I know it, 6 minutes has gone by. But that tune, yeah, that was a bit long. The next one that I choose will not be that long because it's a long time to go with just playing and no talking. And I know that you guys miss me and you want to hear my voice and you want to talk to me because you just love me so much. I get it. I understand. It's fine. I accept this. Okay. So yeah. Thank you for the kind words, everybody. Somebody said Cliffs of Dover. You know, I haven't actually played that in a while, and I would probably fuck it up. But yeah, let's give it a go. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll just give you guys the intro here. Let's see. That is a truth that happens. It's a hard truth, but you do forget tunes, right? So, yeah, such is life. Okay. Fuck! Shit. Okay, yeah, it didn't really go as planned, but that's okay. Haven't played it in a while, so that's going to be my excuse. Although I did better than I thought, honestly, for not having played that in a while. I did better than I thought I was going to do. Let's try that ending one more time. Yeah, that little ending needs some more practice. It's actually not even that hard. It's just... Yeah, anyway, if I spent like an hour with it, I'm sure it would come back no problem. But yeah, for the time being, it is what it is. So, catching myself up back in the chat here. What's up, Brandon? Man, greetings from Philippines. Let's go. Let's go. Jeff Winchester. You're in the Philippines? That does not sound like a Filipino name. You got a jam with 3 musicians from history. Who do you pick? Let's see. That's interesting. I would probably, if it were me, I would probably choose... I mean, some of these guys are still alive, but I'd probably choose Pat Metheny. I'd probably choose... So I want to play with guys that I could, like... learn a lot from. It'd be cool to jam with Jim Hall. I can't think of anyone else right now that I would want to jam with personally. Okay. Suppose there are 5 chords, and do we have to focus on all 5 chord tones of those 5? Yeah, you do. But the good news is there's probably going to be some overlap. Like if we look at this chord progression right here that I've got on my screen, this one, like E minor and G both share a B, right? And they both share a G. So if you learn the chord tones for E minor, you'll also learn the chord tones of G. It's just when you get to G, don't play an E. And when you get to G, you replace that E with a D, and you'll be all right. It's not very difficult. I mean, this is what it takes if you want to play kind of more melodic solos. But anyway, let me see here. I've been working on chord tones and modes. What should I do next? I've been thinking about learning vocal melodies and using them in my solos, just bits and pieces, and really embellish it a lot. Yeah, that's totally cool. That's a cool thing to do. Learn the melody and then play that in your solo. Totally a cool thing. So you've been working on chord tones and modes, but what should you do next? I mean, you should probably just continue working on chord tones and modes, because, I mean, if you just get that down and sounding good, I mean, like, nobody really does that. Nobody, like, if you could just learn the modes, like, exceptionally well and chord tones exceptionally well, I mean, you're ahead of, like, 99% of guitar players. Because they don't do that. I would know. I have a guitar school. All right, so, yeah. Let's see. Maybe we'll go for another track here. We got, how many people we got here? We got 70 people live. Not bad. This is my first live stream on YouTube, Guitar Chefs. It's been quite enjoyable so far. If you want to know how to practice chord tones, you should check out this video. Let me see. Sorry, I have like these keyboard shortcuts to show all this shit, and I keep getting them mixed up. But if you want to check out a good video on chord tones, I literally made a video that is designed for this, right? By the way, subscribe. We're almost at 800K. All right. So, like, let's get that 800K, man. But anyway, yeah. So what I was saying is, if you want to check out a good video on chord tones, just watch this one, because this video is literally better than me explaining it live, because there are a lot of diagrams and there are graphics on the screen that I would not be able to show you during this live stream. So if you look at this, I mean, this is probably the best video on the internet when it comes to using chord tones in your soloing and applying it in like a practical way. And I mean, let's be honest, most of what you see out there is like kind of garbage. So my whole shtick has been, or my whole philosophy has been to make things that aren't garbage. Well, maybe I do make things that are garbage. You guys can be the judge of that. I probably posted a few garbage videos in my day. Videos that nobody gives a shit. Okay, we're back. I just lost my audio there temporarily. But yeah, this is a good video. Like, if you want to, if you're actually serious about like chord tones, like, you should check that out. If you're double serious, 52-week guitar player is the next step. That was me beatboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Wait, let's try again. Which guitar channels do I recommend? Obviously my own. I might be a bit biased. But I recommend mine. I recommend my buddy Roy. You guys probably have seen me hang out with Roy. Roy's pretty awesome. Let me see. He also does some live streams every now and then. But yeah, this guy. Oh, look, it's me. It's me again. Holy shit, this video has 27 million views. Damn, that's not bad. We made a collab video there. Maybe you guys have already seen it. But we have got another collab video there, Roy and I. Yeah, Roy's a good friend of mine. He's got a good channel. He's definitely worth checking out. Let me see. How do I get back to the chat? Let me see. Actually, I'm going to quickly do another shameless plug. All right. And yeah, I know that you guys may not love promo and all that shit. And I totally get it. Ads are not cool. I don't have a problem with you thinking that I'm uncool. I do have a problem with this stupid fucking interface that I'm working with. Holy shit. I can't see the chat. It's hiding. Oh my God. That's why, if you're wondering why I keep like spamming what I'm doing here, I'm not doing it intentionally. It's like this stupid interface. It's my first time using this interface, so it's a bit of a shit show. But anyway, yeah. Okay, we got to do a quick sponsored segment here, all right? So, yeah, obviously you guys have all heard of 52-Week Guitar Player. Earlier on the stream, I was showing you the community here, right? Just in the last few minutes, another couple chefs have shared some, well, this is an introduction post. Okay, we got a new student. Very cool. Awesome. Then we got a weekly video challenge submission. But I already went over the community. So if you really want to see me talk about our amazing community, then you can just go back on the live stream and just check it out. I mean, it's crazy. Like we probably have the most engaged guitar community on the internet. I mean, just the amount of people posting like within the last 8 hours, you know, it's been like, there's been 30 posts just in the last 8 hours, which maybe you think, oh, I don't know, maybe that's not that much. But I mean, go on go on the guitar subreddit. They really love me over there on Reddit. But if you go on like the guitar subreddit, like people aren't making that many posts, right? And like the people there, like also Reddit is like, the people on Reddit are like some of the, well, how can I put it nicely? They're less than smart. The people on Reddit, they got to be some of the most bitter human beings on the internet on Reddit. And we also have Facebook. So like that includes Facebook. The people on Reddit, I think, are worse than Facebook, which is saying a lot. Anyway, back to my amazing sponsored plug here, talking about Reddits and Facebook. We got a little off track there, but it's all good. Got to stay off the cigarettes. But yeah, so basically we've got, like I already talked to you guys about the community and how it's fucking awesome. Probably the best, probably the most engaged. Well, it is the best, but it's probably the most engaged guitar community on the internet. And I'll walk you through the curriculum a little bit here. So all of these bolded, like the bold text, these are all modules. And then each module has a series of videos, right? So if I click on them, we can expand it and you can see some cool stuff here. So lots of lessons in the curriculum, but you should not be impressed by the number of lessons. That's not impressive. Like, who gives a shit? You have, if you look up a video on triads, you'll find 2,000 videos on triads. I mean, it's not that you have a shortage of information. You guys do not lack information. You lack action. And the 52-week guitar player curriculum solves that problem, right? That's why we have a practice routine with every lesson. So this is how each lesson is structured. Let me just go back a little bit.
And these are the best fingers to use.
So I'm just like explaining this sweet melody here. And then it slowly gets faster and faster. And the idea is that you would play along. But anyway, all the topics covered will be written out with timestamps included, right? So you can just click on the timestamp and it will take you to that part of the video. Also, we do, so it's like similar to chapters in YouTube. We actually do have chapters, but I think the fact that my computer is being overloaded with shit right now, I've got like my digital audio workstation open. I'm also live. I've just got like a bunch of shit going. It's not actually showing the timestamps within the playback bar, but if I refresh it, it should be fine. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, so each lesson in the curriculum, very structured, right? We got the timestamps included to take you to the right spot in the video. Then we've got a practice routine that will tell you exactly what to do, when you can move on, and why you're doing it. It's super important to know when you can move on. And some of them are like a little straightforward, and I say like very, very hilarious things. This is a very straightforward practice routine, right? In terms of when you can move on and why you're doing it. You want maximum level shred. But if we go to something like where the practice routine, like it's a little less obvious of when you move on. So like, this is a good example. Like, because we have some, like this is a left hand dexterity exercise video. There are the chapters, by the way. This is what they look like. Yeah, which wasn't loading before, but now you can see what it looks like. My computer is just on cigarettes right now with all the fucking programs I have running. But yeah, so you can see like the practice routine, and then a more specific answer to like, when can I move on, right? So every lesson is structured like this. We have the timestamps, and then there's going to be a practice routine that tells you what to do. Also, there's a downloadable PDF summary, right? Backing tracks where necessary. Anyway, I've promoted enough for now. I know that you guys probably want to move on from this, so let's go ahead and do that. I also have not been looking at the chat, so if you guys have been saying things, sorry, I'm kind of missing you. But all right, let's move on to another backing track here. Improvise over something else. Whoa, okay. Yeah, okay. So I told you guys that I was going to improvise over something that was not super long, because earlier, like what I was improvising over was like 6 minutes. It was like a 6-minute track. So this track is less. I can tell you the exact length of the track because I'm so professional and such a nice guy. And I've also never received a hate comment. So this one's about 2 minutes. So it's a lot shorter. Okay, let's, it's a different vibe as well. Like these, I'm trying to go for some tracks that are different vibes. Who can guess the key? If you can guess the key in the chat, I'll give you a shout out. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I actually was not super satisfied with my own performance there. Typical musician. But with the other tracks were a lot longer. And because I was used to playing over the long tracks, I took longer to build this up. And I think I never really did a good job of getting into it. So I'm going to do it again. And if you guys aren't okay with that, you can just leave. But let's do it again. All right. That was a lot more fun that time. Okay, so let me see. I'm updating myself back in the chat here. Man, it's getting late for me, but that's okay. But anyway, yeah, so that was Good Old Days. That is the name of that track, and it's pretty good. I actually just got it. The producer in 52 Week Guitar Player sent it to us last week. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a good track. Anyway, let me see here. All right, that was good. So smooth, thank you. Smooth like peanut butter, man. What is the version of All the Things You Are that you played on your vid in which you explained every genre? Oh, that was just a chord arrangement, I believe. I mean, shit, man, like that was like in 2020 or 2021. Like that was a long time ago, man. But someone says I smoked 3 cigarettes during the track. Other people saying me too. Nice. Very impressive. Jokes. Cigarettes are bad. All right, let's see. My dad smokes weed. Oh, interesting. How old are you? How old is everybody on this stream right now? We know that for me, age reveal at 1 mil. So subscribe. Man, I actually hate saying that. Have you ever heard me say subscribe to my channel other than this stream? It just feels so weird for me to say that. This is good shit, guys. This Gatorade, I don't know if you've tried it. Man, it tastes so good. Not sponsored. Okay, we got some ages coming at us. Okay, let's see. We've got 41. We've got Noel, Mr. Haven. 41 years old. 41 years young, I should say. Flipper, we got 34. Ash is cool, 14. Quite a range we got going on. 27 from Sebastian Emmanuel, 31. Someone said that they were 4. I feel like that could be bullshit. Just maybe. Just maybe. Someone said... yeah, anyway. 27, 28, 25, 42. Old enough to never practice. Oh, yeah, you must have like a family or something. Like kids, all that useless stuff. I'm kidding. I'm not actually that much of an asshole. I'm 60. You know, I'm actually quite a nice guy, Guitar Chefs. It's true. That's why I've never received a hate comment. I'm 16. I'd get 52-week guitar player if I had a job. You're 16. You can get a job. Busted, bro. You can get a job. Let's see. 22. We're close to 1 million. Someone said they're 112. Very nice. Very impressive. 44. Cool. Let's see. You know, I was actually going to do some practicing over this stream, but I actually... well, I've been improvising. I haven't actually practiced. I mean, I did some practicing before the stream. It's true. But I didn't practice really during the stream. I was planning on it, but because I wanted to show you guys what I was practicing. I can still do that, actually. Basically... I was working on some alternate picking stuff. So, like if I put a metronome on, like this is 140. Someone give me a key. What's your favorite key? I'll play some scales in the key. I'll show you some 3-note per string stuff. I'll do harmonic minor. Did anybody watch my harmonic minor masterclass video? If you did, I actually love you. I put so much effort into that video. Like a crazy amount of effort. And nobody watched it. It's like, thanks. Okay. Got it. Lots of effort gets me punished. All right. Good to know. All right. So E. Yeah, I got 2 separate people who said E. Did you guys plan that? Okay, well, so E harmonic minor. So I'll put a metronome on. This is a 130. You guys can hear that click, yeah? So basically, this is something that I actually was doing before the live stream started. So I play like the harmonic minor modes, starting in the key. So I'm in the key E. Well, you can't technically have a key of E harmonic minor, but it's just easier to say the key of E harmonic minor. So if I'm playing the harmonic minor modes in the key of E minor, then I'm going to play, the first one is actually F sharp, Locrian sharp 6. Maybe I'll show you my right hand as well. This is like right hand stuff. Oh, sorry, I fucked it up. Then I would go to G Ionian sharp 5. A Dorian sharp 4. B Phrygian dominant. Then Then we have C, Lydian sharp 2. D sharp, super low green diminished. Then we have E harmonic minor. And finally, we complete the octave with F sharp, low green sharp 6. Right. So that was like going through the key and playing all the modes of E harmonic minor. Tempo was 130. I was actually practicing it faster than that before the live stream started, but yeah, the live stream, it's like the red light. I mean, no one's immune to that. Now that I'm live in front of you guys, my practicing is a little bit sloppier. But yeah, we'll go through another key. I'll bump up the tempo to 140. This is actually, I was going up to 146 when I was practicing this on my own before the live stream. So somebody said B flat. I saw a couple B flats. So that's a bit of a weird one as well when it comes to minor. So I'll go through those modes. So we've got, this time I'm going to start here and I'm going to descend because I don't want to only travel this direction, you know what I mean? Like the whole time. So I'm going to travel this direction. So first off, I'm going to play G flat, Lydian sharp 2. Let's put the click back on. All right, so a little faster now, you can tell. So we got G flat, Lydian sharp 2 as the first one. Then we have F Phrygian dominant. That was a little sloppy. I can do better. I just like to do that to hear the sound of the 16th note. Then we have E flat Dorian sharp 4. After that, we have D flat Ionian sharp 5. Then we have C low green sharp 6. Then B flat harmonic minor. A super low green diminished. And then we complete the octave with G flat Lydian sharp 2. And then I do that nice resolution on B flat there. Can probably do that a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that was a bit nicer. I mean, this is practice, you know. But yeah, that's what I was practicing earlier. It's like good for like the right hand stuff, you know. I've actually been working on like making my right hand like not like I want to pivot from the wrist more. I realized a while ago that I'm not pivoting from the best pivot point. So I've been working on fixing that. Oh, we got a Swede. I'm from Sweden, but my English isn't all that bad. And we got someone from Canada. My English isn't the greatest either. You're from Canada? Are you going to be from Canada? Oh, I'm more of a French speaker. Okay, I get it. Guitar boy, do I always focus on chord tones? I mean, not always. Like if I'm practicing what I was just practicing, I'm not really focused on chord tones, but yeah, it depends what I'm practicing. All right. Anyway, yeah, it's getting late for me as well, so I think I'm gonna call it here. But yeah, it's been good hanging out with you guys, guitar chefs. I wasn't even wearing my blue light blockers. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll just quickly say, yes, 52-week guitar player. If you guys want to learn more about that, I mean, like I talked a lot about it on the stream here. But yeah, we're going to close soon, right? And we're not doing a deal like this next time. So the deal that's been on the screen this entire time was 16 spots. There were 17 spots earlier. But now there are 16. So when you guys, if you want to enroll, like if you've been on the fence, I would strongly encourage you to take action because we're not going to be doing this deal next time. And another thing is that we still have a 90-day refund policy. So even if you fucked it up, you'd have 90 days to get a refund. It would be very slimy of you to like join, try to get it for free, and then fuck it up and then ask for a refund. Like I would really prefer you not do that. But technically you do have the option to do that. So yeah, like now is the time. I mean, yeah, if you've been on the fence, like this would be the time. Because if you can post a progress video every week for the year, if you can engage in the student community every day for a year, I'll give you 100% of your money back if you can complete that challenge. Anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, that's it. So I only have one thing left to say. Now just leave. I don't know how to fucking end this.